All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so crypto secrets that you need to know for this crypto bull run. I think there's a bunch of secrets, and maybe not secrets per se, but it's information that you really don't get on social media, which is where people get most of their crypto information. They don't pay for newsletters. They don't pay for additional resources to help them make their crypto decisions, right? Now, you may get it off of YouTube, but I think a lot of people on YouTube are saying a lot of different things. So from my experience, these are the crypto secrets that I think everybody should know about. And I think it's very essential to be successful in a crypto bull market, which we're in one right now. Now, obviously, a lot of these secrets you should know 6 months to a year before the crypto bull market starts, because I think it serves you better to be prepared 6 months to a year in advance opposed to knowing these secrets now. But I still think we're early on, and I think that it'll still help you out, right? Because the altcoin season, in my opinion, is just starting, and I think these things can serve you well. All right, so let me share my screen, so that way we can talk about some of these secrets. Let's see, share screen. All right, so before we actually get into the charts, the first secret that I want to share is that a lot of you think that these pumps for the cryptocurrencies happen because the token is giving real value. It's actually being massively adopted, and people are just buying the coin, and retail is just people are actually using the product. And in some instances, that is the case, but I can tell you from 2016 to 2017, 2020, 2021, that wasn't the case. We are seeing it with the AI cryptos. Like, there's a lot of AI cryptos that are actually being utilized, especially the ones that are giving like decentralized GPU power. Those are being utilized now, but it's not enough to pump the price up 4 to 6x, or even more than that, 10, 20, 30, 40x. So the first secret that you need to know is that these are being pumped by whales, right? Each crypto that you see, when you see XRP getting pumped, when you see Adara being pumped, when you see Link being pumped, there's whales in the background that decide that this coin is going to pump, right? This is not just a natural occurrence like you see. And I would say even in the stock market, that's the case. But at least in the stock market, there's a company to back the stock price. So it actually makes a lot more sense, especially when you report good revenue, earnings, and things like that. But even those can be like manipulated, right? But I would say there's something more tangible in the stock market opposed to crypto. When you see a cryptocurrency pump like XRP, totally manipulated, totally a story that's being created to get people to FOMO in and basically buy the coin, right? So people can make some money, right? And this is predetermined in the background, right? And a lot of these people that are making these decisions are people you don't have access to, and you wouldn't know if you're not in a close-knit circle, or if you're not paying attention to crypto Twitter, if you're not in the Discord channels, if you're not on GitHub paying attention to whether the coin is actually doing any developing and things like that. So that is the first secret. You need to know that these coins are being pumped by whales, right? That is the first secret. And that's actually, it should be great news to you, because now you know that, these coins, they pick these coins separately to be pumped, right? So if you can get in on the right coin, you can make money when that coin decides to pump. Now, the second secret is that the coins that pump usually follow the hottest narrative, right? Now, it doesn't necessarily go in that order. We recently seen, XRP pump and Hedera. So a caveat to that, it's the hottest narrative, but then it's also the hottest news out, right? So, for instance, XRP, Link pumped because, there was regulatory uncertainty when it came to crypto. And now that Gary Gensler's out, They just named today that the new guy's coming in. I forget his name. I think it's like Paul something, but he was just appointed. And again, the new administration that's coming in, it's pro crypto. So yeah, it's the hottest news that comes out that typically you'll see a crypto pump and then the hottest narrative. But I think that, so for the second secret, it's always the hottest narrative that trumps the whole crypto cycle. So for instance, this crypto cycle, it's going to be AI and DePIN. In my opinion, those are going to be the hottest narratives. Now, meme coins are a narrative as well, but I kind of think meme coins are always going to pump, right? And we discussed this yesterday when we said, okay, like when you look at the fully diluted value and you look and compare it to the market cap, it's 1 for 1, right? That's what meme coins has on its side, that when somebody releases a meme coin, it's just done out of thin air. So there's no dilution in the supply and things like that. So that's why those meme coins are able to shoot up 10, 20, 30x, right? But that's the second secret, that there's always a hot narrative that you need to pay attention to, right? You can't be in 2024 trying to buy stellar lumens and thinking you're going to get a 10 to 20x, right? So let's look at stellar. And I don't even know it's, yeah, right here, stellar lumens, right? So this was one of the hottest cryptocurrencies back then. And you see, it's a pump in them. It pumps, it crashes. It pumps, it crashes. It pumps. Is it going to crash? History doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme. So this, for me, will most likely crash pretty soon. It may have another pump in it, maybe to the 60 cents, 70 cents area, but this looks just like the XRP chart. And for me, it's going to crash, right? It's going to crash. Eventually, by the end of this bull market, stellar will crash, and you shouldn't be surprised, because this is what the chart shows, right? And stellar hasn't come out with anything. But yeah, like I was saying, you can't buy old boomer coins and expect to make the money that you would make in the newest, hottest narrative, because those coins are going to go 10, 20, 30, 40x, even more, right? So, but you can make money in these coins, right? If you're a person that says, okay, I'm just looking for 2 to 3x in these boomer coins like XRP, like a Dash, or a Stellar, or a Tron. Tron just went up to, and that's your strategy, then great, right? But if you're here to make a good amount of money, if you're trying to get those 5, 10, 20x's, you need to be in the hottest narrative, right? And for me, the hottest narrative this cycle is AI and DePIN. It's just no getting around it. The second closest to that is memes, but meme coins always do good. But again, they fade out too. You saw Dogecoin, fade out. It just came back, and who knows how high it's going to go, right? But I wouldn't be focusing on that. I would be focusing on the hottest narrative. All right, so the first one, the first secret is that whales are pumping these coins, and they decide what coin is going to get pumped. 2 is you have to make sure that you're not looking at these boomer coins to make money, right? It has to be in a certain narrative, the hottest narrative. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you need to get on the inside, right? There's a lot of newsletters out there that can provide you that inside knowledge to what coins are going to actually boom. I'm a part of one of these newsletters. I'm not going to say which newsletter, because I don't want people to go into the newsletter and then say like, oh, I didn't make money, because the newsletter is not what makes you money, right? It helps you. It's a resource. It's a tool to help you make money, but ultimately, you have to find the decision. What does this newsletter do? Well, if you look at CoinMarketCap, there's about, I think over 10,000 coins, right? If we go to CoinMarketCap, there's over, 104 pages of coins, right? 104 pages of coins. Do you honestly think you would be able to go in those 104 pages of coins and decide the 1 or 2 or 3 cryptocurrencies that are going to go up 10 to 20, 30x? No, right? And it's more going to be like 5 to 10 or maybe even 20 out of those 10,000 plus coins that are going to go, 20 to 30x. And maybe it's even smaller than that. What these newsletters do is they basically narrow your basket of coins that you need to focus on, right? And it's your job to go through that basket and pick the winners, right? And the way you do that is you have to do your own research. Once you get a newsletter that of your choice that you think is trustworthy, okay, they give you a basket of 20 coins that they say, okay, we think these coins are going to do well this bull market. And typically all those coins do well, but there's a few that actually do really well. And that's where you come in and you do your own research, right? It's not enough to just pay $1,000 for a course and think, okay, the work is done and you don't have to do anything else. No, you have to pay for a course, right? One, because these people are on the inside. You don't have access to these whales, these VCs that are going to pump, right? Whales could be VCs, venture capitalists. You don't have access. You're not in these rooms. Find a newsletter that can at least narrow down the focus, right? And then I'll also add to that, be on crypto, Twitter, X, and look up, always be looking up crypto stuff. Because what I do, I don't follow a lot of the people that I get information from, but if you go on your crypto X page, they have who you're following and then what's like would be interesting to you, right? Based off who you're following or based off which profiles you're checking, you'll get Alex Becker popping up on your timeline. Maybe you're not following him, but you'll get some of his insight. Or you'll get Cryptos R Us, or you just get people, you get smaller people too with like 500 to 1,000 subscribers that have actually good insight, right? And when you get this community of people that are saying, okay, this narrative is hot, most likely that's going to be the narrative that's hot. Like, I knew AI was going to be a hot topic before I got on crypto Twitter, but crypto Twitter kind of just solidified it, right? When I was getting people with 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers, and then you get people with 1 million or 500,000 subscribers confirming the same thing, most likely that narrative is going to be one of the hot narratives for the thing. So you not only need to get a news source that you're paying for, you need to be on the free services like YouTube, crypto Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, I'm not sure, but at least Twitter, and then YouTube too. There's a lot of good crypto YouTubers out there and again, these are all just resources where you can pull from and make your decision. It's not to say, okay, this person said buy this coin and that's it, or this person said this coin is good, you got to buy this coin. That's not good enough, right? So yeah, that is the third one. I think that one's very important. The reason why I say pay is because we're in a society where if you don't pay for information, most likely you're not getting the premium information. And a lot of the times it may be something that you've heard for free on Twitter or on YouTube, but you're confirming it with a source that's trustable. So like for me, I had 2 news outlet sources that confirmed AI was the hottest narrative. So that's 2 that I confirmed. And then on Twitter, I see that people are talking about it. People are talking. So I confirmed it with 3 sources. So that way I'm kind of doing like a double check, a maker checker type process where it's like, okay, I confirmed it in multiple sources. This must be at least one of the hottest narrative, right? If it's not the hottest narrative, it's at least going to be one of the hottest narratives. Because gaming is going to be a hot narrative too, I think, this cycle as well. It was a popular narrative back then in 2021 and 2020, 2021. But I think it would be popular too. But, I would say AI and DePIN are going to be the hottest narratives going into this cycle, right? So again, and people will give me slack about, oh, why do I have to pay? Why do I have to pay? Again, because you don't have access to VCs. You don't have access to these chat rooms that are, or maybe you do have access. Some of these chat rooms you do have to pay, but like, there's just secret societies where they talk about this stuff and you're not part of it, and that's just the whole truth, right? You think these coins are actually, some of them do provide value. I'm not going to say they don't provide value, but you need to be paying for information, right? All right. So let's recap again, right? Number one was whales pump these coins, right? Number two was, what was number two? I keep forgetting number two. Whales pump these coins. You need to pay for information, right? And then also you get free information to make your. What was number two? Who's watching? Who can help me with number two? Pay for information, the narrative. I know the next one I'm going to go into. I don't know what number two. All right, I'll come back to number two. Number four is market cap, right? Number four is market cap. You need to be aware of the market cap. And the reason being is because you can't just buy a coin. Like, for instance, XRP just went up to 150 billion. And you can't just buy coins that are just so high in market cap, right? You can't and expect to get a 2 to 3x, or maybe you get a 2x or 3x, but expect to get like a 5 to 10x, right? It's just not possible. It's not possible. So you need to be aware of market cap. So for instance, like we said, XRP is at 137 billion. You need to be aware and say, okay, I'm looking for a 5x. For XRP to do a 5x, you need to be upwards of 650 to 700, 700 billion, right? Which is going to be nearly impossible for XRP to get there. And if we look at the chart, it's damn there, a pumping up, right? It pumps and crashes, and nothing's going to be, and I don't think it's going to change. What's up, Antonio? Man, always a pleasure to listen to your opinion. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, the market cap is the fourth one. Let me write these down so I don't forget. So the first one was whales, and let's see if I remember the second one. The third one was the narrative, hottest narrative, and was the second one paying for information? I don't know if I joined those two. Antonio, help me out. What was the second one? I can't go back in the video. For some reason, the second one, I don't know if I joined those two. So I said the first one was, the whales buy the coins. And I don't know if I broke narrative up and then paying for information up as two, or I put it in one. But yeah, maybe I'll remember. All right, number five. Number five is you have to pay attention to the major listings. Now, this one's very key, right? Because it's very important to see what major listings these coins are on, right? And typically, I like to stick to whales, narrative, and market cap. Okay, yeah. Whales, narrative, and market cap, and right. So the second one was narrative, and then the third one was paying for information. Yeah, because I did. So the first one, the whales buy it. Second one's narrative, and third one's paying for information, and then fourth one's market cap. The fifth secret is listing, right? The exchange listings. Now, the reason why this is important, when retail comes into the space, they need to be able to access the coin. Now, there is opportunities to make money on decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap. Aerodrome Finance is a new, DeFi exchange, SushiSwap, things like that. But usually the liquidity comes from Coinbase and really is Binance, right? Binance is really key. Now, I'm going to show you an example. We were talking about Aerodrome, right? Aerodrome, I think, is going to be a big winner this cycle, and it's not on Binance yet. right? It's not on Binance, but I believe a Binance listing will be imminent, right? And actually, I think it was this morning or yesterday, they said they were adding futures for Aerodrome, and that's usually how the process goes, right? They'll add futures for the coin, and then later on they'll add the spot version. Um, and it's usually maybe, I don't know, like I'm not sure how long the difference is, or they say like just because it's on futures on the exchange doesn't mean that it's guaranteed a spot. But I think Aerodrome, in my opinion, not financial advice, it will get listed on Binance at some point. But this is an example, right? There's hundreds of coins. You want to see one, it's on Coinbase already, right? This is kind of like the ideal thing where it's on Coinbase, but it's not on Binance yet. And if it's in a hot narrative, which I think the base narrative is pretty hot this cycle, I think Aerodrome will benefit from being on Binance, and it's just going to provide that liquidity, right? Also, I don't see Upbit. Upbit is one of those ones too. So Upbit, which is like the Korean exchange, Binance, and then Coinbase, right? But Coinbase is like, okay, if it's listed on Coinbase, there was a lot of due diligence done to say, is this project legit? Do they have some legit people working on the project? So that's another thing too. Is the project reputable? And I could throw this into number 5 and number 6. I guess number 6 would be, is the coin reputable, right? And the way you tell this, one of the ways you tell this is by seeing if it's on Coinbase. And I just stop at Coinbase, right? Because Binance just goes ahead and lists meme coins just out of the blue. But it is a reputable exchange. But for me, the top tier exchange, to see if it's reputable, is Coinbase. Now, if it's not on Coinbase, you could still determine whether the coin is reputable by being in the Discord channels, being on GitHub to see if they're actually doing what they're saying on their roadmap. The Discord channel needs to look. I've been on so many Discord channels that I can go into a Discord channel and feel the vibe of the community. Is the community engaged? Are they asking questions? When the community asks questions, are people that are in charge of the Discord answering those questions quickly, timely, and are they giving a sufficient answer, right? You have to really do the due diligence to see if these people are actually legit, right? They're actually making progress to the coin. Now, it's not necessarily to say like, okay, are they doing this so the coin could be here forever? No, but you definitely don't want a rug pull, right? You don't want to be in a coin and then you wake up one morning and then the devs are all gone, or, some type of hack happened. That happened to me with, I could show you. It was called Alex Protocol. So this is actually a perfect example. And I'm not saying, so DeFi protocols are really susceptible to hacks because it's just the nature of them. But this one was kind of a red flag for me because it was a DeFi protocol on the Stacks layer, which Stacks is a pretty reputable coin. But again, these DeFi protocols, just because it's on Stacks doesn't mean it's reputable, right? They have less market cap. They're not, and I'm not saying if it's not US, it can't be legit, because there's a bunch of coins that are not on the US market that are legit. But I bought this coin right around like that 40-cent mark, because at this point, like, Stacks was gaining a lot of momentum, and I think Stacks is going to do well. I think this coin has really nothing to do with Stacks, but in the middle of the night, it was released. It was there was an announcement saying they were hacked. The protocol was hacked for like, I don't know, it was like millions of dollars, and it's because they their keys, something, the way they secured their keys was left a vulnerability open essentially. And 40 cents to, I had like 9K in here, and it went all the way down to like 10 cents. And then I recovered here. Once it got up to like 14 cents, I got out of it and I took out like 3,500, 3,600. So, I lost like 6K, and that happens. Now, is this going to recover? Maybe, right? But honestly, I've been watching these people on Twitter, and a lot of their for me, I think a lot of their numbers are like fabricated. They pump up their DeFi protocol with their own liquidity, and I don't really think it's real usage, right? It's just a lot. Again, 99% of these coins, it's not real usage. It's just the developers trying to pump up the product so they can make money, right? This Alex protocol probably won't be here next cycle, right? Because they lost a lot of trust, and and also when this hack happened, they locked up my coin, so I wasn't even able to pull out during this time, like because it was like it's similar to Aerodrome, where they had like you go to aerodrome.com or whatever the thing is, and you can swap coins. Same with Alex. It's like a DeFi protocol where you can swap coins. So when they called the hack, they basically froze that DeFi protocol, and my coins were locked in my Leather wallet, and I couldn't take my money out for like a month or two until they figured it out, and then they had to like the Alex tokens were like they had to switch migrated to a new token that was still called Alex, but it was a whole process essentially. So I say all that to say you need to make sure the team is reputable. I think so this coin was mentioned in one of the newsletters that I was in. It was backed by Stacks because Stacks was talking about it on crypto Twitter, but it still was somewhat of a rug pull, right? Or like some bad press and some hack happened, and you lose a good portion of your money. That's why this protocol wasn't a big portion of my portfolio, but it was still $9,000 is a lot of money, right? It is a lot of money. So to go from 9 to 3, but I wasn't really worried about it because most of my portfolio was in another coin, like a blue chip asset coin. So I wasn't really worried about it. I knew I would be able to take that $3,000 and get my 9K back and a lot more, right? I knew because during a bull market, if she lost, 3 to 6K in one of these rug pulls, it's not that bad as long as the majority of your coins in, really quality, assets. I would say anything sub like 200 million is you're taking a risk, right? And you don't know. That's why, I don't like to be too diversified in the crypto space, but at least 2 to 3 positions. So, if one rug pulls, at least you have money in the other and you can make it up. Like during a bull market, you can make those up easily, right? All those little rug pulls that you get or you're a part of just because of the sheer nature of the space, you can make back because, once a bull market kicks off, you can get a 5 to 10x so much easier. All right, so those are the 6 secrets to being successful in a crypto bull market. And I know I'm talking about crypto a lot, and it's because it's a bull market. The channel is financial nutrition, so I talk about finance in general, but I think crypto is going to be a very viable asset, and it looks like a lot of people tune in when I talk about crypto, right? But I think, my channel is financial nutrition, right? So I do throw in some other stuff, but if you see, I think by the end of next year, I'll still talk about crypto, but it probably won't be as much. But the reason why I'm emphasizing it now is because I think there's a big opportunity in front of us. So let's go through the 6. One, whales buy these coins. The reason why that's important is because don't think it's like a stock where it's like there's a company behind it, there's revenue, things like that. So just know that people pump certain coins, and you need to know why they're pumping them and when it's going to get pumped. 2, narrative. You need to be in the hottest narrative, and don't get that confused with things that are just pumping. I said this earlier in one of my shorts where I said, okay, just because XRP pump doesn't mean it's the hottest narrative, right? But people will get that confused. They will literally sell an AI coin and go into XRP because it's pumping, and then end up losing and get wrecked. 3, you must pay for information, and you also have to be on free news sources as well. But you should be paying for information. And again, a lot of these are like, $1,000, $2,000 for the membership, or $500. I don't sell any courses. Maybe it's something I don't think I would do a crypto course, but maybe like a guide, maybe, or a course that's like filmed, I wouldn't do it like a subscription base. It'd be like a one-time thing, but that'd be later on. I think after the bull market, maybe I do something like that, but we'll see. But yeah, also, so paying for information, because that's going to allow you to know what coins are going to pump. But remember, that doesn't do all the work for you. You need to, they'll give you a basket of coins, say, hey, these 20 are going to do good. Obviously, ones are going to do more than other, but it's your job to go and see which ones are going to do the best. 4, market cap. Make sure you're not in a coin that has a huge market cap. For me, I try to stick to coins that are like at $1 billion to $2 billion, and then get in, quite early. You could do sub $1 million, maybe 400 to 500 million, but at 400 to 500 million up to like 2 billion or 3 billion, and that just give you the best upside. And try to stick to the first 2 pages of CoinMarketCap. 5. Listing exchanges. Make sure it's ideal to get on ones that are at least on either Binance or Coinbase, not on both, because you want that kind of that listing effect during a bull market. A lot of these coins are going to get listed on Binance during the bull market. That's kind of the ideal thing, because you have the narrative of, okay, it's the hottest narrative. We're in a bull market, and then it gets listed on this huge exchange where it gets all this value, and then retail can FOMO in and push the price up. 6, you want to make sure the project is reputable. If you don't make sure the project is reputable, you will be subjected to rug pulls. And even if you do all the research, like I did, you'll probably still be subjected to rug pulls, right? You're not. It's a risky space. But the way I kind of avoid that is try to be on two to 3 different protocols, right? So I was on Alex, so that was kind of off of the Stacks protocol. So I wasn't really invested too much in Stacks. I was invested in something else, right? So I try to keep it at 2-3 assets. So if one of them rug pulls, you can at least pull for you can at least get your money back in the other one. Now, it's a crypto bull market, so if it's not a complete rug pull, Alex will probably pick back up. I could see Alex pumping back up to like 30, 40 cents. So I probably could have holded it back and got the whole 9K, but I just end up putting the 3-4K that I got back out into like an AI play, right? So I'm going to make that back, 3-4 times over. But yeah, those are the secrets to the crypto bull market. I think if you follow them, you'll be successful. And I hope you guys do well this crypto bull market. Again, I'm not a crypto channel, but my favorite asset out of all assets right now is crypto. I am going to build out a stock portfolio after the crypto market, so I'll probably do some videos on that. But again, my channel is on financial nutrition, financial habits, financial assets like crypto. But right now, crypto's hot, so I think it's good to talk about it, especially because I'm in the space, and I think I could give valuable insight. But that's pretty much it. See you, Antonio. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.